Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody, to another Saturday Hangout. Get everything silenced here. Glad you could all make it. See who we got here. S was first in the room, I think the last few weeks. Keith, Cooper Aquatics, Paul McCarthy, Scott's Aquatics, Muppet 929, welcome Muppers. Deborah, Dee Dee Spindin, Lori, Monster Fish Gal, welcome. Glad you could join me for another Saturday Hangout. Audio and video good, I hope. Shannon, 503 Aquatics, welcome. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Thank you, Paul. Again, this is just going to be a hangout, chill stream. See, I didn't put the link up. If anybody'd like to come up, the link is posted at the top of the chat. Only thing I ask if you want to come up is have your camera open and showing your face. And once I let you up, if you want to put your camera on the tank or anything else, I'm okay. Just like to see who's coming up before I let you up. Posiwi, welcome. Rico Stan. Yes, Rico, only your face to start. All right. Well, I don't have any Any new projects I started this past week? Kind of been a lazy week. Ricky, RB Animals Rescue, welcome, welcome, sir. That sounds good, Rico. Zenny, the Zen Ginger, welcome, welcome. Ricky, are you streaming after me tonight? Rocco's Fish Room, welcome, welcome. And for the ones that were here, I played my new intro that Rocco made me. It turned out real good. Yeah, Rocco, it turned out super. Dang, we got 13 people in the house already. And I don't see if you answered, Ricky. Are you streaming after me tonight? Y'all at 8. That 8 Eastern or 8 Central, Ricky? And Rico, what time do you and Ed go tonight? at 8 Eastern, okay? Okay. So we got choices tonight. That's always good. Thank you, Dee Dee. And yes, he does. I totally agree with that. Again, this is a open panel tonight. Anybody would like to come up? The link is posted at the top of chat. Yeah, I thought I remembered that Rocco did skippers. And of course, the camera's on, so the cats are acting up. They're fighting behind the green screen. So, yeah, it is what it is. Pose, did you get the 5-star general already? Those 5 stars are beautiful fish, but man, can they be a terror. I haven't watched all of it yet, Ricky, but I've watched probably half of it already. So, okay, Pose. I know he said he wanted to ship it that next Thursday. So, And next Saturday, pretty sure it is, I will have Brianne and Dave Farrell on the show. Talking to them, so hope everybody can make it. Thank you, Zen. It look like 16 in the house and 14 thumbs up. Awesome people. I appreciate it very much. No worries, Dee Dee. Rico stand, if you're not stuffing your face with pizza and fried mushrooms, you can come up too and talk a little bit about the Fish Fam Christmas. I've been trying to do a t-shirt or something, but my logo file isn't good enough quality for that. So Yo, S. Stephen P. 2003 Aquatics. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Rocco, I've got the logo files already, but when I try to put it on a t-shirt, it just comes up that it's not good enough quality to have any size to it. So, Patrick Hardy, welcome, welcome. Kenny E, Daniken Aquatics, welcome, welcome, sir. I kind of do, Rocco, but I keep getting frustrated and deleting it. So, yeah, Steven, I should have done water changes this morning too, but I haven't been feeling all the best this week, and I've been taking a lot of naps this week, almost every day. So, thank you, Rocco. If anybody's not subscribed to Rocco's Fish Room, you need to be. Rocco is such an awesome guy. So, Third Coast Aquatics, welcome, welcome, sir. Daniel Velas, welcome, welcome, sir. Good to see you. I didn't see what happened with the 90 DD. What I've seen of your 90 DD, that always looked great to me. Yeah, nothing wrong with a good nap. But fact, I took a nap today. Well, I lay down for an hour or two, and I got plenty of time before the stream starts, and I was almost late for the stream, so I'll be up late tonight. Susan, SLC Aquatics, welcome, welcome, Mom. Who knows if nobody else goes tonight? I may do a late night stream tonight. Who knows? That's great, Susan. You don't need any more. Yeah, I said Rocco does some great shirts, doesn't he? Nothing wrong with that, Muppet. I could do some red wine, but white wine, no way. I cannot stand white wine or champagne for nothing. Patrick, thank you so much for stopping by. I truly appreciate it. Yeah, Ricky, I can't do any white wine. I can handle red. I hardly ever drink any, but yeah, Susan, I was just saying that I've been trying to make a T-shirt, but none of my logo files are good enough quality to go through on the design. So thank you, Susan. That sounds like Rocco's already on it. So maybe uh, I'm completely illiterate when it comes to all that fancy dancy computer stuff. So it's like when I was in high school, there was no such thing as computers. So got that right, Susan. The Fish Man is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I absolutely agree 100%, Dee Dee. Melvin Reef, welcome, welcome, sir. Glad you can make it. Love you right back, Mom. So honored you could make it stop by. Oh, you totally got that right, Stephen. Like I say, this has probably been the best 2 weeks I've had on getting subscribers. So it just amazes me every day. So 3 away from 250 just absolutely blows my mind because that is so awesome, Susan. Thanks for sharing this out too. That is so awesome. The Somebody could post the link to RV Animals channel. I know we can get Ricky to 200 easily. He only needs 2 more. So thank you, Zen. Everyone, let's show some love and let's get Ricky to 200 and beyond, please. So it's what the fish fam does best is supporting each other to make sure we all grab each other and spread that love. Stephen. Yes, Stephen, in an appropriate manner. So anybody got any exciting projects coming up? Thank you, everybody. Only thing I'm working on right now is red-eye tree frog paludarium. So I'm just putting it together piece by piece. So I'm not in any rush. Nice, Steven. Awesome, Susan. Best of luck with breeding them. Geek Boy, welcome, welcome, welcome. Awesome, Ricky. Yeah, Dee Dee, I just can't take this heat either, so don't overdo it. Take care, Susan. Thank you so much for coming. Bless you. Awesome, Paul. I love discus. There's always room for a new take. Do you really need that couch? Do you really need that dining room table? Yeah, there's always options. Robert Tianaqua, welcome, welcome. Glad you could make it. All right, Rocco, thank you. Do it when we get done here. See, you know, Paul. Yeah, I guess there's that, Dee Dee. Sounds like a perfect spot for an aquarium, Scott. Yeah, Rocco, if you want to come up and talk about the sponsor the classroom thing you're doing, please feel free. It's what the fish fam does best, Rocco, is support each other. And hey, Rocco.
How are you? How are you?
I'm doing good, doing good.
Cool. I'm not. Y'all getting any feedback from my microphone at all, or no?
Sound good to me.
All right. I didn't know if there's any feedback, but
Pairing.
I do appreciate you having me up real quick. I
No
got a
problem.
bunch going on right now, so
Yeah.
now I've been. I took a break to come in and sit down for a few minutes, and I started watching your stream. I kept looking. I was like, man, I got a bunch of. It can it can wait.
That's what the way I always am.
Right. But before I get kind of in depth on the sponsor of the classroom thing, um, just a couple things real quick. Um, for those of you that have donated and sending fish and just Amazon gift cards, gifts from Amazon are showing up at my door. I don't know what to say. you know, um, Thank you from the bottom of my heart, from my girl's heart. It just isn't enough. Honestly, it really isn't. Um, it's just I've always been the one that tries to help other people. You know what I mean? I've never been
Right.
the one on, and it's not even really me on the receiving end. It's really the kids. Let's call it what it really is. It's for the kids.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
And you guys are just freaking amazing, man. When the first couple showed up at the house, my girl's like, "Is this for real?" She goes, "You're buying this stuff, aren't you?" I said, "No, honey. Look, I showed her on my bank account. I ain't bought nothing." I said, "This is all from the Fish fam." Like, "Oh my god, I didn't know you guys were all that close." I was like, "No, it's a tight knit group." So
Very
again,
tight.
guys, it just yeah, keep sending them because she keeps hugging me every time I get stuff. So. But yeah, guys, I mean, it's amazing. You guys are fantastic folks. We got roughly about $320 so far, somewhere in that area.
That's just so awesome.
Yeah, we picked up a few things already. We haven't got the tank and stand yet because we're kind of debating on we want to go 29, we want to go the 40 breeder, or even maybe 220 longs. We don't know yet. So it's kind of up in the air right at the moment on what size tank, but we know we're going to do something, pretty grand. We know that, but
good.
Yeah. And the thing of it is the classroom that she's got, since she's changed positions, we don't even know how big her classroom is yet.
No, yeah.
So that's the biggest weighing factor on what we're going to do. But yeah, just what you guys have done so far is just, like I said, I've never been on the receiving end of stuff like that, and it's just I'm just floored at every time I the Ring doorbell ding 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 and I run out there and it's something something for the support the sponsor of the classroom thing. My jaw hits the floor and my heart just like grows 20 sizes every time, and I personally appreciate it. And I know my girl and the kids are just beyond elated right now. So, again, thank you so much for that. But
that's awesome.
And before I get into the whole spiel about the supported classroom, what I did do, because I know sometimes people are like, "Well, man, I'm going to give up money and I get nothing for it," and that's cool, man. I'm all right with that, What I did do is I made a sponsor your classroom T-shirt. Imagine that. I'm always making T-shirts for something, but I made a T-shirt and on the front it says, "I care. I sponsored a classroom," and then it's got that logo right there on the back, on the top, and then it says on the bottom, put a fish tank in every classroom. So
that would be awesome.
And I didn't make them, super expensive or anything like that. I think it's $5 or $6 a T-shirt. So you get a cool shirt and you're doing something good for the kids. For my girlfriend's classroom, because she like I said, she's doing the interventionist thing, and I'll get into that part now. But she's still a teacher. Okay, she's been teaching now for 21 years. Well, this will be her 21st year, and she's always just did K through 5 somewhere in that one class in that K through 5 somewhere, a certain grade. Well, this year, I guess you call it a lateral promotion. I guess you'd call it. She's still a teacher, okay, but she's not teaching just one grade. She's teaching all K through 5. Okay, and what she's doing is it's an interventionist position, is what it is. Okay, so say no, Geek Boy, I didn't. I'm not a Grinch. But God, I just forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, she's being an interventionist. So if these kids will just say, say they just passed the last grade they attended. You know, they just passed it, especially with the whole COVID thing. They might have been home doing the whole, you know, virtual thing, and now they're going back to regular school, you know,
Mhm.
back to face-to-face class,
Right.
and they might be struggling because they really didn't quite get last year's grade. They just barely passed, and she gets them caught up and helps them understand, you know, what they should have understood the last year and gets them caught up to where they should be this year. Okay,
Yeah.
so she'll do stuff like that. Sometimes, you know, kids, you know, have learning disabilities. You know, they might be, you know, autistic. They might be, you know, dyslexic or have dysgraphia or just anything like that. You know, and a lot of times these kids will, they don't understand something, they get embarrassed because everybody in the classroom is looking at them like, you don't know, you know. That's kids are kids, you know,
Yeah.
and the kids are gonna get embarrassed. Okay, they're gonna get upset. They're gonna have a meltdown. They're gonna be angry. They're gonna disrupt the class. It happens. Okay, no fault of the kid. That's just the way his makeup is or her makeup is. Okay, they'll go to see her, and she'll help them along the way, you know, with different teaching methods and help them get back on track to where they should be, or, you know, help them learn to cope. Okay. So what the fish tank is going to do, I mean, even for me, I mean, I get upset, I get mad, you know, or whatever have you, especially when I get, you know, my letters from the Texas Bureau of Insurance and blah, blah, blah. I think it's what it's called. Texas Department of Insurance, Division of Workman's Comp. When they send me letters like this one, you know, I just shut the door. I come in here and I sit down in my chair. Woosah. And I look at my fish, and I might be here for an hour or two, and I kind of helps me calm down. You know, I'm an adult, so I know it's going to work for kids. You know, not only that, but it's going to teach these children responsibility. And the thing of it is, a lot of these kids, I think they call it the tier one. I think I call it tier one school. I think it's what it's called. But what that means is a lot of these kids are, you know, families that are, you know, in financial hardship. Okay, some of these kids, and it's not a good thing, but at least they have a roof over their head. You know, I'll give them that. But a lot of these kids are not even sleeping in a bed; they're sleeping on a couch or I lawn chairs. I've seen it. Okay, no furniture in the house. All they
Yeah.
have is lawn chairs. You know, and it happens, and it's not, you know, a fault of the child. Yeah. So Stephen, you're right. Title One. Okay. But 90% of these kids that attend that school are, you know, financially, you know, strapped, you know, and the families are having a hard time. So giving them something nice like that to have responsibility and take pride in is going to be another good thing for these kids. You know, they don't have that, but it's something that they can, you know, kind of take ownership of and say, hey, that's my stuff too, you know. So I mean, there's so many advantages. I can't even list them all. I was sitting here last night trying to think, you know, okay, well, what about this and this and this and this and this and this and this? There're just so many. It's hard to keep track of them all, you know. But
Yeah. I
we
think
got
it's
we got approval, so that's what we want to do, and we're going to be a flagship for this. Okay, this is going to be a flagship. We are the first classroom in the district to do this.
good.
Okay, so we're going to be setting the standard. So, and not only that, when everything gets set up and, you know, the kids have a chance to settle in and stuff like that, I want to well, I want to. My girl's going to go ahead and get the kids to write like a blanket, you know, thank you. Each child will say, you know, thank you, yada 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 yada, you know. But myself and my girl personally will write a letter to each person that helps out, and you know, give you a personal thanks from us. And there'll be a big poster board, you know, and it'll say, you know, made possible by the special donations from, and then it'll have all your guys' names on there.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's going to be a rough year for kids all across this country.
oh, I agree.
Being home for a year and getting back into that structure.
Uh-huh. Oh, it's definitely
Is,
not going to be easy. We saw
yeah.
results of that the last quarter of last year. Because my girl was a virtual teacher last year. She sat in this exact chair right here.
Right.
But I used to sit right over there, and I would watch her every day, every day, every day, every day, give these classes and teach these little kids. And even I learned some stuff. I was like, man, she's teaching first grade, and I learned something. Man, that's not saying much for me, is it? But she's a wonderful teacher, man. And she literally, really, 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 really does give a damn. And she, I don't know how many times, during this COVID thing that, her and I would get in the pickup and we'd take off down the road to, like Valentine's Day, we'd take, little kids, they're virtual, man. They don't get to go out and pass out Valentine's cards and this, that, and that. We went to all these kids' house, got Valentine's cards, made up little bags, put all the little Valentines and went back and delivered all the Valentines to all the little kids and, just stuff like that, and then like beginning of the school year when everybody was virtual, we had like little welcome bags and stuff. We went to Amazon and bought little like beach balls and sunglasses and, sugar-free candies and just a whole bunch of stuff, and made all the little kids a little bag and took them to all their houses. I don't know how many, like I said, I don't know how many times we got in the truck and, and went to these little kids' house and delivered things. And, little kids would have a hard time or something or this, that, or the other. We would, take stuff over to the kids' house to help them out, and after a while, even for me, I'm not even a teacher. I'm just the spouse of a teacher, and I started getting attached to the little kids, and it's not a hard thing to do, man. And especially like their first grade, they look up their little eyes, look up at you and their big smiles, and thank you, it's like, no problem, little man. Don't worry about it, man. It'll choke you up after a while, but, it's just, we got to take care of our kids, man. They're our future. They're going to be the ones taking care of us when we get old, So,
yeah, that's what I've always thought. Kids are our most valuable asset. So,
absolutely. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to put something together for the kids so they have a tool to learn things. And not only that, like I was saying, we're going to try to do the whole thing. We're going to try to do live bearers. If we do one tank, it's going to be nothing but live bearers. And that way, when they have babies, they can take those babies, collect the babies up, and I'll take them into San Antonio to the fish store in San Antonio because I know they'll take them, and sell them, and we can sell the fish to them and make some extra money to put towards fish food, fish medication, I don't know, whatever, case may be, more plants or root tabs or whatever, But it's going to be a learning experience because they can learn, biology and stuff like that too. But they can kind of learn how to, hey, this fish hobby's pretty cool. I can keep all these really cool fish, and it's not going to drain my wallet. I want to be a fish keeper.
So, yeah, I know from comments in your stream and others, it's been mainly focused on education.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you touched on, I think it also gives them, if they're acting up or whatever, it gives them something to focus on and calm down.
Exactly. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to, be the flagship for this, and hopefully, next year or maybe later on this year, because with each school in the district is supposed to have two interventionists in the class or in the school.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 2. She's the only one in that whole school doing it. She's been teaching 21 years. I guess they just figure she's just that damn good. She can hang with it. So she's teaching for kindergarten through 5th grade. So it's gonna be really cool. I'm sure my parents would probably say the same thing about me when I was a kid. Something about blankety blank 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 motorcycle parts all over the garage. Blankety blank 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 bicycle parts in the basement. Blankety blank blank blank. What's all this blankety blank 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 fish and stuff doing all over the place. Yeah, I'm right there with you. And now
Yeah.
I'm doing it. Get in here and pick up these controllers off the floor. Pick up your soda can. You know how it goes. So that's what we're doing with that. And again, like I said, I have T-shirts, that says, I care. I sponsored a classroom. On the back, it's got the logo like that on the back, and it says "Put a fish tank in every classroom." So I think it's something really cool. I mean, it not only that, but man, you're making a statement. You know what I mean? If you
Right.
really truly believe in what you're doing, spread the word, man. Put a fish tank in every classroom. So that's gonna be my thing. Zen. Right on, man. Right on. You got to remember now, my dad was a drill sergeant right after World War II.
No.
You can just imagine what I grew up with.
Tight ship, huh?
Yeah. 10 years old, you could bounce a quarter off my bed. I knew how to make hospital corners. Yeah. You know what, Zen? I'm fluent in Taiwanese. I know exactly what you meant.
Yeah.
I type Taiwanese very well myself. Autocorrect is not your friend. But
And
so
I
that's
just
what we
want to
got,
say,
man.
I really, really appreciate everything you've done for me.
Oh shoot, man. That's what friends do, brother.
I know nothing about that kind of stuff, so I can usually figure out how to do some stuff with a lot of cussing and
Oh yes, Daniel. Yes, I am. I have it. As a matter of fact, I was just talking to her about that same thing. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna go over to what do you call it? The orange store, orange Home Depot, and get some like smaller totes, whatever, or even some muck buckets, and just kind of do it that way. I got a few extra air pumps and some stuff here that I can set up and quarantine those fish and just kind of keep an eye on them, make sure they're all good, and yada yada yada. So yeah, quarantining is definitely a must. I'm not. That's the last thing I want to do is take a bunch of fish over there and then watch them all die in front of the kids. Not gonna happen.
sounds like a good reason to me, Dee Dee.
There you go. Put a put a fish tank even in the virtual classroom. I'm down. Hell yeah. Then hey, that's my excuse to get another tank. But honey, I'm
Right.
I'm sponsoring a bunch of classrooms.
Right.
I'm sponsoring a bunch of classrooms. That's right. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I have T-shirts up for that, and it's like I said, it's nothing like super, super extravagant and snazzy and all that stuff. But it's I think it's the message that is what means something. That's what I think.
Mhm.
That's what it is.
Right.
Absolutely. So I mean, even if if you have a girlfriend, a wife, a cousin, a sister, brother, boyfriend, whatever, that's a teacher, man, get it out there, man. Help that guy or help them, that girl, that guy put a fish tank in the classroom, man. Even if it's a little 10-gallon tank, man, who cares? It's something that the
Right.
kids can take some pride in and learn a little something from, And like I said, it's a great tool, teaches them responsibility. That's the biggest thing. Teach them some responsibility, how to care for something. Because a lot of kids today, I mean, look at what's going on in the world today. So many people shooting each other. They don't care about nothing, Give them something to care about. Get them off on the right foot. Not that putting a fish tank in the classroom is going to save the world, but it'll sure plant a seed, and it's up to them to water it and let it grow. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So go get you a I Care T-shirt. And I think I only made it in one color. So I mean, if there's a certain color, if you really want one in a different color, let me know. I'll make up a different color if you like. As a matter of fact, I think there is a bunch of colors actually. I think it's actually available in a bunch of colors. So,
do you have a link to those shirts?
Yeah. If you go on my YouTube channel, if you go to my YouTube channel at Rocco's Fish Room, and you look on the banner right there, and on the far right lower corner of the banner, you'll see some little links over there, and you'll see where it says Rocco's Fish Room merch or something like. It'll say something merch. Click on that, and there's a whole bunch of stuff in there. So you might have to search a little bit, but if I'm not mistaken, it should be the very, very bottom one. If you're scrolling down through all the shirts and all the different merchandise that's there, it'll probably be the very bottom one. So,
good.
But I mean, yeah, if you want like a special thing put on there, just let me know. I'll help you out. No, that's not a big deal. I mean, like Zen Ginger said something the other day. She wanted one that said the Zen Forcer, and I said, "Man, I got you." I went and made it for her. Too easy.
Awesome.
I got your 6, man. So, lastly, and I'll shut up. Right now, and you know what? Geek Boy, if it wouldn't have been for you, we'd probably been sitting there scrubbing algae by hand, but he even remembered to put in an algae scrubber thingy in there. That was way cool. And he sent, I don't know if y'all seen the video he did, or was it, no, I don't know if he did a video on it or if it was, he came up on a live stream. Anyway, he showed a thing about the Wi-Fi power strips. I'm here to tell you, if you don't have a Wi-Fi power strip in your fish room, just go get one. And believe me, your days of running in and out of the fish room to turn the lights off and this, that, and the other will be over. You can go to bed and go, oh man, I forgot. Here, just reach over and grab my phone. There you go, done. Lights got turned off. You didn't even have to get out of bed. Super convenient. But anyway, right now we're really looking at right now that we really need is what was it? I had his stuff written down. I'm searching through my horrible handwriting. Hardscape, pretty much. That's what I'm looking at here. Yeah, just hardscape plants, and just like cleaning tools. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. That's the only thing we're really looking for now, besides the tank and stand, obviously. And there's other stuff we got to get to, but that's like the big things right now. But we still got to get like water conditioners, fish food, upkeep stuff. So that's what we're looking at right now. I got a pretty good grip on the food portion of it. Because I got one of my personal sponsors is going to hook me up with some food, give me a little extra discount. Because I get a discount now because I use RFR10. I don't know if y'all remember that one, RFR10 at Big Kahuna Tropicals.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you need fish food, he's got, and I'm telling you what, as soon as he gets it in, it's gone. And it goes that quick. He's got good stuff. I really enjoy it. It's good food. My fish love it. And but he's gonna hook me up with some stuff there. But so far right now, what we're looking at is probably just and a hood. But we gotta wait for what size tank, obviously.
Right.
Hardscape. Well, I'm gonna go buy her some nets and stuff like that too, like some dip nets and stuff. Gonna try to get her a python as well. I think that was it, really. And substrate. We definitely got to get substrate. So,
right,
depending on how much the tank and the stand and everything else costs, that's what's going to depend on if we go with like you know, pool filter sand, or if we go with, you know, what do they call that, the black lava rock stuff. I'm drawing a huge blank. But yeah, Geek Boy, and they're
Thank,
awesome, man.
thank you,
really
Lori.
are. Absolutely, Lori. Thank you so much. What is that? See, now it's going to kill me. It's the little tiny black lava rock. What's that stuff called? And it comes in the big thick bag, and it's got the beneficial bacteria in the media already. Equal complete. There it is, Daniel Bella.
There
Thank
it is.
you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to depend on, you know, what we have left after buying the tank and the stand and stuff like that. You know, more of the upkeep stuff. I told her, I said we should get substrate last because right, absolutely, that's a good idea. Absolutely. Like the, what do you call it, the diver guy with the big diver suit and the treasure chest. That's like classic.
Yeah, you got to make it fun too.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what my girl was saying, the same thing. She was, I want to, you know, get something not really cool, and there's the kids to look at, and I'm like what? Lapis luster is the black blasting sand. Oh, really? Now that'd be a good idea too. Actually, that's a really good idea. The thing is, what I've never done though is because we're gonna paint the back of it black, you know, so that way everything pops really good. But I've never put a black back in black sand. But I'm sure the black sand would probably have more of a slightly lighter color than a jet black, you know. So I bet you'd probably look really cool. But yeah, I really can't wait to get it together so I can do a video and show you guys and you know, get those letters to you guys, and just so you guys can see all the stuff that the kids, you know. I'm you know, and you guys' ideas, if you have an idea on, you know, on something, or man, don't hesitate to email me, or if you see me on the morning show or somebody else's stream, or, you know, whatever have you, shoot me a message, say, hey dude, check it out, you know, and let me know what you think or what your ideas are, because I'm open to ideas big time, you know. So if you have a great idea and you think I should know about it, please let me know. Because I mean, I'm just, you know, a plain Jane guy. I don't do nothing, you know, nothing super fancy. But it's gonna look fly and groovy and tubular and bitchin'. All your tanks are painted black with the blasting sand. With the black blasting sand, Miss Lori, it's got the black blasting sand as well. Exactly. I already got it covered. Miss Deborah got it covered. It's a good idea too, Zen. Good idea. And you do the dark black window. Oh yeah, right on.
Yeah. That's always a good option too.
Right. Yeah, I see exactly. I see a tank, and I want to paint the back of it black right now.
I think every one of my tanks are black background.
Like 90% of my tanks are black. Like this one back here is not black. That one right there, and then that one right there isn't black, but that one is, and that one over there is. Ooh. So, right, a school of red-tailed catfish. You know, I love catfish. I'm not gonna lie, I love catfish. Yeah. I have 3 Raphaels and 3 of the Asian bumblebees, and they're all cool, man. And then God knows how many plecos I got now. But yeah, if you guys got any questions on the sponsor of the classroom, don't hesitate to get with me. You can get in touch with me at Valhalla Fish Room at gmail.com, and I'll get you right to me. This guy right here. That's right, then. This ain't your business. This ain't your business window tint.
I was to say, this what an awesome project. So,
oh, I'm stoked, man. And it's like because a lot of these kids, she taught like 2 years ago, so they're gonna be in 5th grade, 6th grade now. But the ones that were the ones that I'm referring to, she had a class, and there was a couple few kids in there that were kind of learning disabled, and it was awesome to have those kids around. They had a thing at the end of the year where the principal put a challenge out for every classroom, okay, to see if they could drop an egg 3 stories and not break. So my girl came home and told me about it, and I was like, girl, I got you covered. I got this, right? So I busted out this little box. It's probably, I don't know, probably about a 6x6x6 box, right? And I lined it up with some egg crate material, and I put some holes on 2 holes on each side, and I took rubber bands and I suspended an egg in the middle with rubber bands, right? I suspended it from the top and from the bottom, so whichever way it went, it was like, the rubber bands would hold it. Okay. Then I closed the box up, we made a really cool design on the box. And I took some spider wire, some 80, was it 80 pound or 120 pound? I can't remember. Spider wire. And I took it from each 4 corners. And then I had a American flag bandana. So on the day, man, they had this big scissor lift thing that took them up, way up there, right? And they got our box and they threw the box off from the top, right? I mean, and I don't mean just drop it. They threw it. They really threw it, right? I'm like, oh man, it's gonna, and then poof, the old glory opened up, and that little egg floated down to the bottom, floated down, and it hit, and it rolled over, and the principal ran over there and opened it up, and it's like our egg and 2 or 3 other classrooms were the only ones that their eggs didn't bust. So it was really cool. But this one little boy, I mean, like I said, he was a little, I don't want to say he was special needs, but he was a little bit behind in development, and he kept looking at me with his big chocolate looking eyes, boy. He just kept looking at me. I really like that. That's really cool. I really like that. I was like, well, you know what? If you like it that much, you keep it. That's yours from now on. You keep it. Don't let nobody take it from you, boy. And he had the biggest smile on his face, and his eyes lit up like somebody just gave him $1 million.
Yeah.
But it was cool, man. But that's what I'm saying. It's just to get close to the kids like that is just amazing, And and the thing of it is, I just wish if I can make it possible. I'm not going to guarantee anything, but if I can make it possible to get a video of the kids actually seeing it for the first time, I'm going to try to make that happen. But I'm not going to guarantee nothing, because I mean that's a school thing, and I don't want to get too involved with the legalities of it. But
right.
It would just just to see the kids' faces light up like that is just going to be amazing. So
makes it all worthwhile.
For you. Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, I know, and there's some folks that gave a pretty sizable. I mean, I thought was pretty sizable. I mean, I was like, holy cow, really? Are you sure? You sure that wasn't a typo? And then he's like, "Oh yeah, here, let me send you this." And oh yeah, I got all these fish. I'm going to send you all these fish. And wow, really? It's like, are you sure? I can't give you no money for all this, or no. So, again, I just, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for helping out the classroom and the kids. Y'all are amazing. You really are. And I mean that wholeheartedly.
All right. I've been going almost an hour and a half already. Probably going to call this one good.
Right on.
Rocco, I appreciate you coming up very much.
Right on. Thank you for having me. Such a
worthwhile cause. So I think I'll play my video again so the ones who weren't here before can see it. And we'll call this good. And I appreciate everybody. I'll probably catch everybody in some streams later on. Ricky RV Animals is going at 8 Eastern. Rico Stan and Chattanooga Ed are going at 8 Eastern with special guest Shanna 503 Aquatics. Both of those should be pretty fun. Appreciate my mods posting links. Appreciate everybody who stopped by, lurkers, mods. You do an awesome job. Rocco for coming up. Love all of you. So I'm going to play the video and we'll call this one good. Next week I will have Brianne and Dave Farrell on.
Oh, cool.
That should be a good show. Looking forward to that one.
Enough. Take care, my fish tanks.
Thanks, everybody, very much, very, very much. And when I started YouTube, I never imagined any of this. So, love y'all. Love y'all. Peace out.